Hey guys, I'm back with a midweek update for the gold rank up. I know I said I was burnt out on ranked, but I really had to do it. I was doing the mini practice, and after seeing how easy it was to get back up to Ultra Silver after the FPS issues, I just kept thinking, man, I bet you I could get to gold right now if I wanted to. So I gave it a shot, and then here I am. Even though it's only technically 100 more points over my previous best, right? With Mika, I think it was 3,900, maybe 3,950. I'm still really happy about it, and I think I said it last week, but I'm really surprised on how quickly it ended up happening. All in all, it's taken 4 weeks and 2 days, and 643 matches according to my fighter profile, which is actually going to be closer to like 580 or 590 if you don't include the games where I was testing out Colleen to see if I wanted to main her. Now that I've hit gold, a lot of things have become apparent to me after watching my replays. One big thing that surprised me for sure was how much counter hit confirms are impacting my matches. I'm still only doing them about 30 to 40% of the time, but when I get them off, they pay off big time. In the second match against Lara, in the highlights, I get a counter hit meaty combo that I canceled in a super, and it pretty much closed out that round for me. In the first round against Bison, I got a counter hit combo from the frame trap that I was able to convert into corner carry, and that also won me a round. Even in this gameplay that I'll probably end up uploading versus Cody, I think I get a counter hit combo from a frame trap that also got me around. I had no idea how important they'd be, and I'm really glad that I'm learning it this early on into the series. That leads right into the second thing that I've learned, which is that matchup knowledge and tier lists don't really seem to matter in the lower ranks. I mean, I already knew that, but now I've kind of experienced it firsthand in a lot of the matches that I play. If you watch the highlight set versus Laura, the whole set, but especially the second match, it's very obvious that I have no idea what the character does at all. In the second match, I jump on top of one of her fireballs and I just die. And then throughout the whole set, I jump like crazy, and you even see me eat a million combos because I just keep holding up during those strings. I don't know when the command grab is coming, I don't know if it's part of the combo, I have no idea how it works, and I was just trying to avoid it. But despite eating all of that damage and doing all of those questionable things, I still win the set because of the basic skills, the fundamentals that I've been practicing. Same thing is, you'll see here with the footage from Cody. I have no idea how he plays, I didn't play him, I didn't look him up. I just kind of used my fundamentals and won a lot of the matches versus the Cody players. If I understand things correctly, tier lists are kind of built by comparing the toolboxes of each character and then imagining who would win if two players use those toolboxes to the best of their ability. But the thing is, so far, nobody uses their entire toolbox, and I'm not even sure if people will in gold. I mean, I'm only using like half of my kit right now. If I hailstorm in a match, 95% of the time it's an execution error because I don't know what to do with it. And I only use the high parry, and I've only even started using that since Ultra Silver, really. I've never used my V-Reversal once. I don't know any resets, I don't know any crazy fun combos. I don't even know what the optimal stun combo is. I just use the jump-in combo and it just works out. Overall, I think just keeping this in mind has given me a lot of relief. I read, before I started the series, I read that Colleen really struggles with like fireballs and being cornered, that she doesn't have any defensive options. And sure, I mean, I've experienced those in matches, but it really stops me from being discouraged because I know that there's still so many things I can work on. There's so many things that I haven't used, that I haven't learned yet, before I can really blame something on the limitations of my character. It's very obvious to me now that I can go all the way up with a low tier character and be just fine, because it's really, before I can blame my character, I have to blame myself because there's so much more to learn. I mean, that being said, though, I'm not playing any low tier characters. I've been from Mika to Colleen, so I'm just, I can't really say anything until I play like Ryu all the way up. But anyways, I just wanted to make a quick note also. It's been both pretty funny, but also really satisfying to compare my highlight matches from now to the ones from the first week. Looking back, I see myself playing so passively and so sluggishly, and it's really cool to go back and see the pieces of the offensive puzzle just kind of come together, seeing everything become more chunky, bigger combos come out, block strings, and now counter hit confirms. Everything is becoming a lot more painful with damage and stun. When I get a hit, it leads to a lot more pressure, a lot more stun, a lot more opportunities than before, and I'm becoming a lot more aggressive because of it. I would highly recommend recording matches every now and then and compare them over time if you're not already. You definitely don't have to make an entire training log like me. I have a ton of free time, but it's just a couple games here and there to see that improvement and put things into perspective is really nice to have. Of course, the last thing that I realized is obviously that I'm still very bad at the game and that I have a long way to go. When I look back and I think about what have I actually learned to get up to this point, it's pretty much just been the basic mechanics of the game. Anti-airs, meaties, hit confirms, block strings. Getting to gold basically signifies that I'm done with the tutorial of the game, and that makes me kinda nervous. I looked up how many points it takes to get to Super Gold, and it's 1500, which is a wide range. It sounds really easy to get stuck in, especially considering that this is a brand new territory for me. That being said, we are still going for it. This is where I gotta prove that I'm capable of doing more than just getting back to where I was. I'm capable of actually improving, not just reviewing what I already know. I'm definitely not hitting Super Gold in 1 week, but I'm gonna get there eventually. I just need to keep the series going and keep learning new things. So, last thing before I wrap this up, I just want to add a few mini goals to close out week 5. I'm still keeping the big 3 until I reassess them on the weekend, but there's a few small things that I want to document me working on since they're small and relatively quick to fix. I'm thinking of it as sort of just cleaning up play. So first, I want to spend some time just working on completing a combo on stunned opponents. It's weird, but even though I can do the jump-in combo just fine, I drop it pretty often against stunned opponents. Part of it is because I'm just now realizing that the freezing animation takes a bit longer to finish than the recovery animation, or at least I think it does. But regardless, I've been mistiming it. I've been mistiming my jump-in on the freeze animation if I get them stunned through freeze. So I need to work on that, and then the other part of it is that I just get nervous. I don't know why. It's getting someone stunned should be like a satisfying good thing, but I just get nervous when it's time to kind of capitalize on that and get the combo out. So I'm just going to spend a couple days working on that, just practicing it on the dummy. I want to build that confidence there to make sure that I don't drop something that should be super easy to carry out. And then the second thing also has to do with execution. It doesn't happen too often, but I found that I mess up inputs when I'm on the right side of the screen during high pressure situations. I play on hitbox, so I'm using different pairs of fingers to execute things depending on what side I'm on, because I don't have the stick, right, just the buttons for movement. So for the right side, I'm using a middle finger and ring finger like everyone else, but I'll sometimes flub the input because those two fingers are, they're like kind of connected. So to fix that, I'm just going to work on some finger independence exercises outside of the game for dexterity. I played a bit of guitar years ago, and I remember some of the exercises from there I could use, so I'm just going to be doing that a little bit every day to get more comfortable while playing. And the last thing that I want to add is just a simple cancel combo for VT1. I learned in my notes that I can cancel crouching medium kick and a V-trigger 1, but I always do it too slowly. So I'm just going to add that to my notes and work on it for a bit. Nothing crazy, just literally that, just crouching medium kick, canceling the V-trigger 1. Just in case I ever need it, because I do use it sometimes, but like I said, it's too slow, it doesn't come out. To finish things off, I just want to mention that moving on to week 6, 7, and 8, I'll mostly be playing catch-up with the Getting Good series. I'm behind on whiff punishing, shimmies, and whiff traps, probably other stuff. I just went through the playlist really quick and looked at the supplemental videos to see what I was missing out on so far. I looked at Frabasaur's video, and that's mostly focused on the mental side of things, so I'll be working on that on the side, I think. I'd also really like to finish up my Colleen notes for the kit. By the end of week 6, I want to add the hail, and I want to add the parries so that I can officially start using them. I've used the high parry, I used the mid parry once, never used low parry. I don't know how to use the EX versions aside from high parry. I just do quarter circle, all 3 punches. But I'll figure that stuff out and I'll add that. I also want to learn to use V-reversal. Like I said, I've never done it. I tried using it recently and I didn't understand why it wasn't coming out. And then I realized Colleen's V-reversal is 3 kicks, not 3 punches. That just shows you how I have no idea how to use it. I think it'd help quite a bit with destroying some of the momentum that characters like Mika, maybe Rashid, or maybe even Cammy depend on. So I really want to get that learned pretty soon. All in all, we pretty much broke new ground this week, but there's still a long way to go, so I'll see you guys next time as we start the journey to Platinum.